How's it going, everybody? So today, doing another standard event. Gonna try once again with my updated Soul Time Mutate list. Quick list look at it. Some of the changes I've made. I removed, changed the mana base a little bit. Still iffy about the triomes. I cut it down to 2. Added a couple more watery grays because blue and black are the most important colors. I also added some more removal, so I added in 3 Heartless Axe and a couple of Myra's Grasp just for that early game removal against something like Mono Red or against like the various combination of white, black, and red sacrifice decks running around. There's going to be a little bit of padding against that. So hopefully it does stuff. Notice I've been getting flooded, but since my curve tops out so high, I definitely need the lands. And also, Migratory Greathorn helps me ramp out a bit, so having extra lands isn't necessarily a bad thing. So we're going to give it a shot, see how it does, and hopefully I don't have to go home with my tail between my legs. This is going to be an adventure, and we are going to go on this together. First round, or first game against Terra France. Alright. This is actually a pretty decent opening hand. I mean, it's not perfect. Then again, no hand really is. But we're going to try this, especially since we do have a draw. I meant to disable my pet, like. Okay, so Recto Sacrifice. Probably a more budget version, given that they played Gainland versus anything else, like Blood Crypt. I doubt it's going to slow him down too much, though. Yeah, that Mire Triton. Ooh, there's a cat. But they don't have any food yet, so it's not a super huge deal. We are well on our way. Let's bring this in tapped. We're going to take 2 off the Triton anyway. And it leaves Heartless Act open to take something else out that might be important. I.e. Not worried about the vampire. Yeah, they have an oven, so they don't have to make food. Okay. So... Alright, so we're doing alright, gonna play this tapped. I think I want to stop on their upkeep, force them to tap the oven on their turn. It's in my best interest, because if it's tapped, then it means they can't use it for anything else. Yep, figured they'd do that. That's fine. That's what I was going for anyway. Ugh. This is going to be rough. However, I do have my Nightveil Predator next turn, and then I can start mutating it. Especially with an Unexpected Fangs in hand, the life gain is really gonna come in clutch. In fact, this thing already has built-in evasion with the flying, and the Hexproof is just super good. So I feel like this deck has a lot of potential. It's just a matter of tweaking it to get where I need it to be. That should be competitive. So in this case, I'm probably going to go with the Migratory Greathorn on top. Just because a mono green with that means that I can block it and other things of that nature. So we'll have the mana next turn to mutate and Unexpected Fangs, which is fantastic. I'm not going to block the vampire, that's just pointless. I might not even block, period. Yeah, I'm not blocking. I can't block the Stonecoil, I'm not blocking the Death Toucher. So that's fine, it's fine. Hexproof is really big as long as they don't have, like, Angrass Rampage. Force me to sacrifice a creature, which would be really bad. Alright, come on. There we go. Let's go ahead and mutate this. Oh, that's right. Gotta play my land before I can do that. Because I am not bad at Magic. Definitely gonna put that on top because it gives me the bigger butt. I will attack though, because that's gonna start nullifying their Stonecoil attacks and buy me a lot of time. Once they figure out if they want to activate their oven or not. Put that on top. Actually, maybe I don't attack. Yeah, let's grab a swamp. So next turn. Yeah. So now they can't attack with the Stonecoil. That has Death Touch, which is sad. If I top deck a land, I'll have the mana to drop Night Veil Predator and mutate another one, which that would just be awesome. That's Luris. They're going to play their Oven. Actually, yeah. So that's going to really start racking up damage. Yeah, I'm not going to block those. That's just bad, especially because they both have Death Touch. Hoping to pull another, something like Myra's Grasp would be awesome. Alright, so that's not what I needed. So let's go ahead, mutate, grab 2 lands. They're debating if they want to activate Ovens now. Alright, not that complicated a decision. Glowstone Recluse would have been awesome, but can't have everything. Do I mutate and grab 3? Like, just go super greedy? Nah, I'm gonna hold open Growth Spiral. So he can only attack me with those 2 creatures. So 2, 3, and then 4, 5 off the Ovens. And if he does it on his turn, that's up to 7. And he can't attack with anything else that I'd be okay blocking. Because then I just gain life and I nullify a lot of what he's trying to do. And I can't profitably trade with the Vampire or the Triton because then you can just replay it with Luris. So this is looking pretty grim. So many triggers. So yeah. Glowstone Recluse will be just amazing. This might kill me. This might kill me. Well, there's another Mire Triton. So I think I have to block now. That's only 3, brings me down to 3, Second Scorpion. Ugh. Let's see if I have a shot. Well, that's sad. So yeah, got a block there. Gain the life. Put me out of immediate death range, but yeah, I'm just dead at this point. Yeah, I'm just dead. I am just dead. Really? Really? That is exactly how that would go. That is exactly how that would go. See if I can pull another Unexpected Fangs. Nope. So I can't go wide either now. I use up too much mana. So yeah, I'm just dead. I'm just dead. And I've had really crappy games today. Mono red, multiple sacrifice decks. One deck that was just built around, hey, let me drop Winota, swing with a bunch of cheap tokens, and drop like 6 Agent of Treacheries. Okay, it wasn't 6, but every time they attacked, they hit an Agent of Treachery. And this was on my turn 4, so they stole all my lands. It was like, this is absolute bull. This is really tempting. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's go for it. Let's try it. Alright, definitely got to play that tap first, because I have nothing else to do with this turn. Turn 2, going to play that tap, then go Glowstone Recluse into Greathorn into Sterix. Don't have the evasion, but it'll be a lot of value. Okay, so they are white. Yeah, let's run the swamp out. Then if I have to, I can use Heartless Act, and I don't have a problem shocking in the watery grave. But shocking it in immediately tells them right away that I have something. That is an impassioned orator, which I will kill because it means that they have pride mates. I do not really feel like dealing with. Cool. I don't have to shock that in. All right. Banishing light would do some work. It'd make me very sad. All right, cool. So, do they have a third land? They do. All right. Let's go ahead and mutate now. Start getting some mana out of this. I'm gonna go on top. Give me the bigger body. Let's go grab a forest. Let's go ahead and play that tapped. Sure, I'll attack. It's a race I want to win. And then next turn I can mutate with this. That'll give me 2 triggers each on the Great Horn, the Recluse. That's going to give me a trigger each on the Great Horn, the Recluse, and then this. But this will hit for 3. That's a thing. I think they missequenced that. They should have done Daxos, then the Vampire. Get the life gain out of that. Oh, there's my Predator. Alright. Alright. Go ahead and grab a swamp. Let's go to combat. What's he gonna do? So I will be able to play Nightveil Predator and Unexpected Fangs. Yep. Not how I wanted to do things. I drew Nightveil Predator just a tad too late to make different plays. All is not lost though. I'm about to have a 7/7 lifelink flying death touch haste to deal with their Archon of Sun's Grace. Oh, because that could get nasty with a quickness. If they attack me with the Pride Man, I'm just going to take it. I messed up. I messed up. No! No! I hit buttons too many times, too quickly. Oh no! Oh cool, another Nightveil Predator. I'm going to hit him, because why not? Alright, that feels good. Oh man, I messed up! Go ahead and make a 2/2. You're going to make a big old Pride Mate that I'm going to just absolutely destroy. Doesn't have any kind of evasion, so... Come in with that. Whether they block or not, I'm going to Unexpected Fangs it. Boom. Get those all resolved. We still can't swing with the Pride Mate because I have a 3/3 Death Toucher and he does not have Trample. I mean, this is pretty cool with Illigan Inheritance. That's pretty cool synergy. That is something that's going to be a problem later on. How about no? Well, they do have a couple big flyers. Hopefully I top deck something. That's a pretty good thing to top deck. That is a pretty good thing to top deck. Getting plenty of ramp going on. I'm still bigger than their area list, but not for much longer. Glowstone Recluse would be amazing right now. That's gonna be, yep. Oh, but they are, yep. Okay, so they are hellbent now. So I do have a chance. Sure, let's mutate. Ender's tapped, Ender's tapped. I don't really need to attack right now. Yeah, that thing is becoming dangerous. That is definitely what one would call a problem. That's probably going to hit one of these three. Yeah, that makes sense. Man, so much synergy, and I'm just top decking lands. I need a Glowstone Recluse, please. Come on, top decks, help me out. I'm not going to block that because that would be silly. Oh my gosh. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's half the lands in my deck. That is half the lands in my deck. And they're just going to keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So sooner or later, I'm gonna have to trade with one of their things, which is going to make me really sad. Oh, goodness me. Yep, I gotta trade. Oh my gosh, or am I just dead? No, I have lifelink. Oh my gosh. Can't top deck anything. If I cut lands, I get mana screwed. With the lands I'm running, I'm getting flooded. Yeah, no, that's not hitting me. I'm not going to 1. Huh. Now let's just go for the Defiant Strike. I'm dead. I'm just dead. It's going to be 11, 14, 15, 16. Or am I not dead? If I flash in and I block the vampire... No, that would be exactly lethal. Oh, if I could just give a surprise death touch counter, that'd be amazing. Oh. I am okay with that. I think that's still lethal. I think it is. 11, 12, 13, 14, 17, 18, 19. Yep. 12, 14, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, even blocking 2 of it is still lethal. So many triggers. I think I'm gonna cut the Sea Dasher Octopi. They don't add that much value to the deck. Granted, it's a cheap mutate to cast. It doesn't add a whole lot of value to the deck. It really doesn't. Like, I already cut the Dreamtail Herons. Oh, 0-2. Like, my deck is solid. My top decks completely suck. Maybe I cut the Octopi and I throw in some Adventurous Impulse. I think being able to dig for creatures would be good. Like, I didn't see any removal that game. None at all. Like, 5 removal spells. I think I actually exiled a few with Hysterics, quite possibly. So maybe that's a non-bow. Having the early removals decent. But I don't really do much else. So many choices. Let's see what Mulligan has offered. That is much better. That is much better. Oh, my boy. My boy is here. And he is going to put in work. Alright, well that makes things easier for me. I don't do anything else on turn 1 anyway. Okay, so Boros Cycling seems decent. Do I shock the? You know, yeah. Let's make them question some things. All right, let's take that out before it gets counter. Now they've already spent the mana. Are they digging for another land? Oh! Oh no! Oh no! They missed a land drop. Oh no! Okay, there's their second land. Okay, you got a dude. Yeah, sure, I'll kill it. That worked out. All right, things are looking up. All right. Here is my threat that you cannot really interact with. Too big a mana cost for. The thing that really kills it are Wrath effects and Storm's Wrath. Which is a little too small for Storm's Wrath, for it to survive Storm's Wrath. Let's go to combat. Block, see if they plan to pull something out there behind. Put it under because it's 2/2. Okay. Yeah, I'm not just gonna play Trumping Gnar on its own. That is not ideal. So, Hexproof is amazing. It really constrains what they can do to interact with me. So I don't really care about them gaining life. You can gain life all day. Not being able to lose is not the same as winning the game. Let's put it under, just because I can. Slap. Plenty of mana. Now it's just a matter of top decking things that make my Nightveil Predator more threatening. Because that can be a problem. I don't really care about the 1/1. But they make it wide enough board, they can go around all my stuff. Evolving Wilds. This has to be a budget deck. This has to be budget. No rares. Yeah, no rares. So this is definitely a budget deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, sure, let's do it. Let's get all the greedy. Yep, go ahead and get your Evolving Wilds. I'll have to make 3 3/3 or 2 3/3s and go find a basic land. Give them a bit bigger butt, make them monocolored. Swamps, I like swamps. And drawing cards. That's a good one to draw. That's a good one to draw. That card is so good. Especially when you have a threat they can't remove in response. It really does a lot of work. Life gain is does a lot towards prolonging games in your favor. And the 1/1 counter is so beneficial. And that's a lot of triggers. I have blockers for days. So, yeah, I trade with their biggest thing. Everything else I just eat, which is nice. That is a thing. It's 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can do both. How many times has this guy mutated? 4, or yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 times. This would be 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Leaving with 2 blockers. Sure, let's do it. Let's do it. Take some more blockers. Resolve all your triggers. Let's put it on top. So a 7/7 lifelink is amazing. But it also locks him down, which is the thing. So let's just Alpha Strike. So I got 15 just there, plus the 8. So I'm taking at least 8. Taking 11 total. And I'm going to draw a card. So the deck's doing what it wants to do. That is the drawback to Unexpected Fangs. Multiple instances of lifelink doesn't do anything. The extra 1/1 counter is not really needed right now. After all, I have an 8/8 flying lifelink hexproof death touch. Oh my gosh. But I have lethal. So they can cycle maybe one more card. Yeah. Yep, that's lethal. Got there. Okay, got there. Okay, finally. Whoa. I guess it took exploring the depths of my soul, wondering where I went wrong and not appeasing the top deck gods. All right, 1 win. 1 win. First win. Oh. Let's see if we can do it again. But yeah, Sea Dasher Octopus is definitely getting removed. Maybe I incorporate some more ramp elements? Huh. That hurt. I guess I keep this. Put that back. I guess I'll put the octopus back. Well, this doesn't feel good. Yeah, because the octopus doesn't do anything on its own. Like, so it's that really weird spot where, I mean, it's pretty good and limited because drawing cards is always good. Go ahead and find me a swamp. That really weird, janky. Yeah, I'm gonna kill that. Can't cast Nightveil Predator yet, so don't need them making a big kraken with a bunch of tentacle monsters. Do I try to run out Nightveil? Let's go for it. They counter it. They counter it. Oh, and it lands. Yes. ECD doesn't hit it. Vanishing Light can't hit it. So I think once it... Ooh, that's a bit of a problem. You know, let's punch them. If they block, I have Unexpected Fangs. If they don't block, I have the Octopus. Alright. Make it a 4/4. And smash. Shock that in, just make him sweat. Wonder what I can have in hand. I'm probably just going to flash in at their end step. They can use mana on their turn, which is always good against the blue deck. They could have Shatter. Oh, called it. Oh, that makes me sad. Oh, that hurts. We're going to flash in the Octopus anyway, because we start hitting on the drawn cards. It's not ideal, but it's better than nothing. We're going to save that. For that. Alright, they don't have a Shatter that I can recluse my Predator and do work. Alright, so there goes the Octopus. Did not expect to stick around long, but hey, it replaced itself, which is A-okay in my book. That's going to go under. That's going to do for my power. Alright. So we're doing stuff. We are doing stuff, folks. Ooh, a Brokos off the top would be amazing! Because even if they counter it... Good, strike that now. Go get a swamp, because I don't have 2 swamps yet. That's fine. See what they do. They counter it? Alright. Making it a big old boy. Alright, so I'm representing lethal next turn. So if I rep a creature, they're just dead, and they don't have to counter for it. So they have to answer this now, because at best they have 2 turns. But I am representing a very quick clock. Make them think I have an Octopus in hand. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Smash. Alright. No sense of keeping that in hand. Because at this point, we're both... There's only so much they can have. They can't really play around anything. They can't afford to. They have to run out a blocker or removal into whatever counterspell I might have. So, at this point, neither of us are playing around anything. It's just run it out there, see what happens. Smash face. The Hexproof is so key. That's irritating, but at this point in the game, it's fine. It's fine. They can't take my creature because of Hexproof. You gotta take a land. I'm not giving you the mana, so... I hate Agent of Treachery, and it feels so good when I get one over on a deck that runs it. Alright. Are we going to come back and do 6-2? Is that a thing that we can do? Don't get my hopes up. Don't get my hopes up. It would make me all the sad to start making this comeback and then just get absolutely skull wrecked. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. Like, I prefer to have shocks, but I do run more basics because of my Migratory Greathorns. I am on the draw, so that lets me keep hope that I can top deck, some blue sources. I'm not doing anything at all in the early turns, which is unfortunate. So I definitely need to incorporate some more of that. A couple Paradise Druids. Ooh, that's pretty nice. A couple Paradise Druids I think would be nice. So that's something that I got to keep in mind. Maybe a couple Paradise Druids because they're hexproof and they help get me there. So on turn 3 I can play a Druid. Oh, speak of the devil. Well, I'm probably not winning this one. They're just a bit too fast for me. And I do not have a Grafdigger's Cage main because it's a non-bow with Garuda. Fiend Artisan. Interesting. I have not seen a variant running that. Okay, there's the land. Maybe I'll get lucky and I'll rip Heartless Act. Wipe out that Druid. Nope, not meant to be. Okay. So let's run out the swamp and hope I get to untap. Fingers crossed. Probably not going to happen. If they have a land, they just basically go off right now. Yep. Can't do a darn thing about that. There's Sasa, which is not good. It is not good at all. I think they included the Artisan as an alternate win condition, which makes sense. Yep, can't do anything about that. Yep. That's going to resolve. What do they get? Okay. Wait, they whiffed? They whiffed! Oh! Still probably not going to untap, though. So I do need to play the Forest. Run out with Growth Spiral. Hope I hit another blue source. That is not a blue source. Let's go ahead and take out the Fiend Artisan. Because them being able to tutor is not good. Tutors are really, really powerful, in case you didn't already know. Being able to search for a card when you have limited number of them is apparently really good, or so I've heard. They have enough mana now. I don't really care about the Paradise Druid. If there's no Paradise Druid, let's see what they hit off Garuda. They whiff again? No, they got the Spark Double. They're gonna do it again. Fiend Artisan, but they did not hit another clone. They are just ripping the crap out of my deck. Ugh. They've hit too many lands out of my deck. That is real unfortunate. I'm probably just dead to combat damage. Well, let's run that out there as a chump blocker. Yeah, them ripping all those lands away from me really hurts. I think I'm gonna cut down on my basic forest and up my basic island and swamp count. Because green really isn't that important, especially not in the early game. We're gonna get the Luminous Broodmother. Yep. That's a problem. You know, I block that. I'm at 1. Even a storm, or not a storm red, even a Shatter the Sky wouldn't save me because of the Luminous Broodmother. There's another Spark Double. He's gonna grab the Spark Double. There you go. Yeah, he's hit all my lands. And that is what mill decks do. Well, I'm just dead, so. I'm just gonna scoop it up, make some changes, and then just try it again. So my goal is to tune this into a deck that actually can hold its own against most of the field. I could probably cut Brokos as well.
Evil, I'll side with whomever brews the best tea.
Alright. So the Sea Dasher Octopi aren't that great. Maybe if I bring in some Paradise Druids. If I can spell. That early game ramp would be pretty good. So Brokos isn't necessarily necessary to the deck. The trample is nice. Against flyers. If they can block my flyers. How many lands I got? I have 26 lands. Average curve being 3.2, so yeah, 26 is probably where I want to be. Oop. Wrong way. I always get confused on which way does what. So, it's my sideboard that might be good. Return to Nature seems alright, but he doesn't. There's only two things really that stop Garuda, and that would be Hushbringer and Grafdigger's Cage. So if I bring in if I put Grafdigger's Cage main, I'd have to take out Brokos. Is that worth it? Maybe not. Maybe keep the Brokos. Come down to one Growth Spiral and bring in and have one Grafdigger's Cage. I don't know if one's worth running either. Because 1 out of 60 is really low odds. Well, we're going to give this a shot. Standard event. Can't touch this. Alright. Alright, let's see if this does stuff. I really think that early ramp, putting a higher importance on that is really going to help me out. There's too many times where I sit there and go, well, I'm not doing anything until turn 3 or 4. Which is really not where I want to be. So let's see what happens. Could be worse. I mean, 2 removal spells. Well, they are going first, so I think I'm going to mulligan this. Because again, the only thing I'm doing is I'm killing 2 creatures, so if they're not really creature heavy, this hand does nothing. Plus, I need more action. Like, I can't even cast the Growth Spiral. I'd be relying on top decks, and that's not where I like to be early game. So they've taken a mulligan. I will also take a mulligan. Oof! Ooh! Yes! Please! Please and thank you. Ah. I mean, means I got a fatal passage for a forest, but that not ideal, but it's okay. Gives me a creature down. Gives me a little bit of early game ramp. Again, not ideal, not backbreaking. This is a Lurrus Sacrifice deck. Ooh, that's nice. This is going to be a Lurrus Sacrifice deck. But instead of running Lurrus as a companion, they're running it in the main so they can have multiples. So that is probably one of the biggest weaknesses of a Lurrus companion deck. If they exile it, you're just dunskies. Come on, okay, come on, hit me for 1. There you go. Yep, not gonna block that. Look at a forest. I'm a huge fan of Hexproof. I really think that mechanic is more powerful than it should be. What is that? Oh! That's pretty decent. That is pretty decent. So I'm going to hold off. Next turn I take at most 3. So I'm going to hold off my Nightveil Predator. Get that down. Having an effect for that basic forest is really setting me back. Like, I had plays, but it's... That's the thing. That is the thing that my opponent is doing. That does not feel good, but is what it is. So they're going to hit me for 2, maybe 3 again. I'm just going to start going over their head. If I can get an unexpected fangs, I don't think they can win. Oh. Okay. Well, it's going to do stuff to me anyway, so. I mean, I'm going to take the 2 off the Cruel Celebrant. It is what it is. Am I dead? That's a lot of triggers. Yeah, I think I'm dead. I mean, damn. Oh, yeah, that turn 1 force was, oh. Yep, okay, he got there. Yep. That's pretty cool. It's not a typical sacrifice deck, so that's pretty cool. It wasn't like, oh, here's my Luris. I just do Luris stuff. So, yeah, you earned that one. You earned that one. Good for you. I thought they were just going to rely on, you know, poke, 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 poke. I was dead regardless, so there was no way I could have misplayed that. Like, this has so much potential behind it. I go first, so I'm keeping that. So I'm going to go get an island with the Fabled Passage. Start setting me up for my Nightveil Predator. And if I rip a green source, I'll have Growth Spiral open. I will also have Heartless Act if I need it. That seems like a thing. Ooh, nice. I like that. I like that. So I'm going to take the shock here. If they play out something more threatening, I have Heartless Act. If they don't, I have Growth Spiral. So I'm okay with what's going on right now. I'm really thinking that that 2 won't matter that much into the late game. Oh, I'm... do I need to kill that right now? Yeah, I think I need to kill that Steamkin. Yeah. I'd rather ramp. However, it comes down to remove a threat or speed up my game plan. I will remove the threat. So pass it up. So next turn I have Predator, which is nice. And then after that, 2 Glowstone Recluses. It's going to be a big, beefy boy really, really quickly. And they are not running Storm's Wrath. I guarantee you that. Because Storm's Wrath would clear their board and do more damage to them than me. Here is my 3/3. It has Hexproof. That thing can't pump, so you'd have to swing in with the Banneret. Well, he could swing with both. He could pump it, swing with both. Mentor this guy, hit me for 6. Which would... Yep. Okay, that's what he's going to do. It's going to hurt. Yeah, it's going to hurt, but it's not the end of the world. Or I could just drop the Migratory Greathorn. That would be a thing I could do as well. Let's see what happens. I'm still kind of banking on getting a Unexpected Fangs, which would be just killer right now. Well, that's a thing. We're going to mutate this right now. Put it under. 2 1/1 counters are what's really important. I'm about to start a Mentor chain with those 2. So I'm going to have to start blocking stuff. I think I might throw down a Recluse just to block. So he didn't pump, he doesn't get the Mentor trigger. Tells me he has like an Infuriate or something in hand. Let's see what he's got. Not dead. Very close to it, but not dead yet. I am not dead yet. Can't target it. Hexproof is sweet. Oh, any target. Oh. Well, mono red did what mono red does. Oh, hey, I play a bunch of red creatures. Oh, hey, I play an Embercleave. Now we're back to 2 losses, 0-2 again. Oh, my soul hurts. My poor soul. Oh, if I had a... Let's run it. YOLO. Effin' YOLO. Worst case, I go 0-3. Mono red again. Again. That feels good. Well, I sure as heck am not going to take 2 damage more than I need to, because I'm not going to block the Scorch Spitter. And having 3 tombs is not ideal. But I do have the Myers Grasp for their Steamkin. Which... Oh, Dreadhorde Arcanist. And Lava Coil. So... Have anything in the graveyard? Nope, they have nothing they can cast right now. So they can't Lava Coil my Paradise Druid. I need blue! I need blue! Blue, 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 blue. If I get a land, I might just mutate the Space Godzilla onto my Paradise Druid. That'd be hysterical. Like, it wouldn't be good, but it'd be hysterical. Like, any land at all, and all the mutates in my hand are open. So they play something like... So I am going to kill that, because I don't want to deal with it. Cool. Yeah, I don't feel like dealing with that. I don't know what they have in hand. I don't want to deal with it. Alright. No, I would not like to attack, thank you very kindly. Usually mono red has a real hard time closing out the game in the later turns. That is a thing. Fortunately, this has reach. Now, if they have a Cavalcade in hand, that's going to really put a damper on me. But... let's go ahead and mutate. Not a fan. Do what I gotta do. It's definitely gonna go on top. Give me a 4/5. And then next turn, I have the 5 mana. I'll be able to mutate. Make it a 10/10 trample with reach, which seems alright. And also the Archipelago to close it out. So yeah, that's a thing. God, I love Hexproof. So in this case, I don't mind blocking the Scorch Spitter with Paradise Druid. I have the mana I need to do whatever. It's not that big of a deal. And at this point, I need to get that Scorch Spitter off the table. Because with the Spitfire, it can just spiral out of control. If they have a Cavalcade, that's really, really bad. But not back-breakingly bad. Just means I... Okay, interesting. Interesting. But I am going to eat that Scorch Spitter. That is just too darn powerful with the Spitfire. Oh, they didn't attack. Ooh. Ooh, that's gutsy. So I'm gonna go get an island. So I need a second blue source. Go ahead and mutate. Have a 10-10 trample hexproof reach. There's nothing mono red can do about that. It's just what's happening. If they have a cavalcade in hand, I cannot afford to attack. However, I'm perfectly fine just sitting here. I do have 6 mana, so I can drop Archipelago next turn, which will give me my 3rd mutate. So I could tap and lock down the Spitter, the Spitfire, and something else if they play something else. Yep, definitely locking that down. And then I will smash face. I have managed to drag the game out to where I've stabilized, and I'm still at a very healthy life total. I really like my chances here. Ooh, that is so good. Oh, I should have mutated first. I am silly. And then next turn I could have thrown it on there. He's probably thinking he's got a pretty good chance. No need to block. Here is my lifelink. 11-11. Can you kill me? I don't think so. So I'm representing lethal. That was a pretty big draw. If I had mutated first, I would not have the mana now, because it's 6 to mutate, right? Yeah, 6. I only have 5 available. We gotta hold up. Oh. Yeah, let's go ahead and reduce that. 6, 4, 5, 6, 7. Go to 19. Well, 17 if he sacrifices it, which I am okay with. Ooh, taking 10, going to 14, and then I kill you. That was definitely a desperation move. Or not desperation, but look what I could have done. Pretty strong. Pretty strong. That lifelink was so clutch there. If I didn't get the unexpected fangs, I'd been dead. But turns out an 11-11 lifelink is pretty good. Oh, he should have done that before. He really should have done that before. But yeah, here is my big dude. There we go. Yep. Good game. Ooh. Not sure why they didn't shock Skewer. I think that may have been lethal, all told. Oh, I don't know if my heart can take this. Let's see if we can eke out another one. So the deck's starting to come together. It's a bit more consistent now. It's a bit more reliable. Needing double blue, double black by turn 4 is pretty rough. I go first, yeah, I'll keep this. So I can get my Paradise Druid down. And then if I rip my Night Veil Predator, you know, the key piece of the deck that I can never remember the name of, then we are in good shape. I'm still going to need another black source. However, it sets me up. I might just mutate the Druid. Yeah, I think I mutate the Druid and then hit him for 3. That's my other black source. I am gonna... Heartless Axe seems like a good one. Huh. Okay. Actually, maybe I Glowstone Recluse. I don't really have the mana to interact with it yet. Yeah. So I gotta try to be faster. They will have Shatter mana. I think I hold off on that. I'm gonna hold off on the Paradox Druid. Just in case they decide to shatter my 3/4. They do have that mana. Yep, there it is. Alright. So there's that. I do have the Unexpected Fangs, so I can do that, and then on the next turn, Glowstone Recluse. Which I will put under, so they can't hit it with ECD. This is gonna be exciting. Is this Jeskai Super Friends, or is this Jeskai Control? What are you looking at? I basically have the mana to cast whatever I feel like at this point. Oh, this Jeskai fires. Okay. That's... Okay. That be a thing. Alright. If I go under, that'll make it a 5/4. So I'm going to go over. Let's go ahead and hit you. Now let's bring that in taps. I don't have a reason to Myers Grasp the Kenrith right now. If they play an ECD, that's going to really fires into nothing. Interesting. Can't activate Kenrith, but they have the mana for Cavaliers. They have mana for a bunch of stuff. So what are they holding on to? Maybe a Shatter? Oh, that's a pretty hearty blow. That hurts. Yeah. Yep. Okay. That sets me back. Now they're going to play Kenrith. Give him haste. Punch me in the face. It's going to hurt. There isn't anything. Oh, no. Ah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that, Okay, so they can basically play whatever the heck they want now. Well, let's run that out there. By top deck, well, then I'll be able to mutate that. Maybe start building a board state. This went sideways so quickly. Oh, man. Oh, no. Oh, no! Oh! What are they going to wish for now? Like, this is super cool. I'm getting my teeth kicked in, but this is super cool. Oh! 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 Oh no! Oh no 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 no! Oh damn! That! Woo! That's rough. So I gotta lock down that Dracoseth when I mutate. You do the 4 to me, and I guess 3 to the Starks. Really? So he's hoping to do something else to my Starks. Maybe, question mark. Nope, that's it for them. That's their second spell. Okay. Yes, you have gained 5 life. The only thing they could do would be a Kenrith activation, which they don't have the mana for. Lock that down because I don't need to get punched in the face by that again, because that'll be just lethal. That can enter tapped. Yeah, sure, I'll come in for 7. Gotta start doing something. Gotta be a crazy madman if I want to try to win this game. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm dead. Pretty sure I'm dead. I don't think I really have any way to come back from this. I'm at 10 life. They can hit me for at least 5. They play 5 plus more power of creatures that you can give them all haste. Another ultimatum? Question mark? Oh, that'd be gross. Grab another ultimatum, drop a bunch of stuff on the board, give it all haste with Kenrith, and then just slap me silly. Ooh, this hurts. Like, this is cool as heck. Really? I don't have much in my graveyard worth grabbing with command. Plus, that would do a lot. Like if I ripped anything with flying. Well, the Glowstone Recluse has reach, but it does put them at 4. So if I pull my other Archipelagor, I win. No. I'm still dead. No, I'm not. If I pull the other Archipelagor, I maybe have a chance. So I need to Myers Grasp. Nope, that's lethal. 2 game. Nice. Nice. The whole scenario I was talking about, I completely forgot about. You earned it, bro. Exacxies. Oh, there's something so satisfying about that. Alright, so that crushed me. That hurts my soul. Cool. Not really. Okay. Oh, that hurts my soul. So, well, I'll need one more win for my weekly. So yeah, let's try something a little different. Let's go into a standard ranked. I did do the budget blue-red. I think I'm gonna change some things up with it because it hasn't been doing well. Don't want to play Guild Gates. I'm out of rare wild cards. Yeah, that really appeals to me. How many lands do I have? 22, which should be okay. Especially given how low to the ground most of my curve is. So I'm thinking maybe... Is Omen worth it? Is a question. Or do I play Thirst for Meaning? I'm going to try Thirst. Well, the only enchantments I have are my Ominous Seeds, and I really don't want to discard those, but drawing 3. So essentially it's, say, reverse Cathartic, which is fine. It's also instant speed. So let's cut Kesmina, run a 3rd Thirst, and let's see what happens. Hopefully nothing bad. Okay. Golem. I actually like this. I can drop Dorat, or I can drop Sprite Dragon early, and then I have backup for it. And I go first with a Scry. I keep meaning to get rid of the pet. Yes, I will keep that land on top. But once I hit 3 or 4 lands, then I just go, so... Alright, let's drop a Hasty Boy, and hit them, and hopefully they don't remove it. I do have some removal of my own. Ah, that's a Cathartic Reunion. So I'm going to pitch these two. Actually, no. That. Pretty cool. Let's play that. And smash. Debating on maybe putting that 2-mana protect your permanents counterspell. Well, that undoes all the work I just did over the last 2 turns. But Blitz is good against Uro because it exiles. Sure. Let's hit him for 6. Then I have Blitz, and I also have Raking Claws and Fire Prophecy to do more stuff. Unfortunately, Prophecy only hits a creature, so if they don't play anything, I can't cast a Prophecy. Blitz does hit Planeswalkers, which is the reason I included it, because Planeswalkers are such a major part of the meta right now. Double Strike is good. It's basically similar to TBR or Teamer Battle Rage, which sees a lot of play in Death Shadow decks in Modern. Obviously, I don't have that in Standard, but giving Double Strike to an evasive creature seems decent. That is a 5/6. Sure. Probably gonna just get him a Cycle Raking Claws. Just put more stuff in the bin. Alright. So let's play this island. Fire Prophecy the Cavalier. Put the mountain back. Alright, now I'm going to Blitz, to exile it. So I don't get the trigger. And smash. They are going to escape Uro, which is fine. If I draw another Blitz, which I still have 2 more, I can remove it. I also have Raking Claws in hand for lethal if they don't play anything with Reach. Uro will take one. Yeah, so that will be lethal. Ow! Just ow. Ouch. Well, I now have no creatures. But I do have that. Which seems okay. It's pretty late in the game to be drawing it, but it could be worse. So if they're going to casualties me again, which would be very, very painful. If they are escaping, which isn't all bad. We are beyond Sprite Dragon plan. Because that thing's just going to gain him too much life for Sprite Dragon to keep up. Especially this late in the game. It's way too much value. I'm gonna cycle Raking Claws, EOT. Try to build up to a big ol' 8-8. That... pretty rough. I'm not getting the speed I want, so I need to be a bit more careful with my opening hands. Need to keep more aggressive hands. Because most decks are just going to outpace me pretty quick. Sure, I'll leave that on top. I'm pretty sure I just die, but it's whatevs. Can't get benefit off Fire Prophecy till next turn, unless I rip something just as good as what I've been ripping. I'm essentially at peak power here. Them killing my Sprite Dragon really sucks. But there is literally nothing I can do about that at this point. My best bet is to draw into a bunch of draw spells and maybe make a Kraken. Very unlikely. It's still a possibility. Ah, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why? That's mean. So mean. That is very mean. I have to see one more win. Yeah, I just need to keep more aggressive hands. Pretty sure that's the big thing. I mean, I could put in, where is it? A couple keep safes. Where is it? Right there. Because it replaces itself, it protects my stuff, and it's just decent, and it's a common. So it seems like it might be a decent idea. So maybe I pull out the Thirst for Meanings and run that instead. 3 should be decent. Aside from the Crackling Drake, everything else is at a 2 or 1 mana. So let's run it and see what happens. Worst case, I get riggedy wrecked. So let us find out. Dead ash. This is actually alright. So turn 1 I play my Temple into Sprite Dragon into Opt Cathartic. Like, this gives me some good plays. Oh, and I'm on the play. I didn't even notice that. That is freaking awesome. That is awesome. So I do have stuff I can do. Unless they are a sacrifice deck, which is going to throw wrenches in my plans. Gotta get in while the getting's good, though. Onward and smash face. Haste is such a cool mechanic. Really irksome across the table. Really awesome on your side. So it do stuff. And there's the kitty cat. Not surprised to see that. Yeah. Opt. Sure. I have played my land. Let's poke. If they sack and revive cat this turn, I am going to Zork it. Because that's what one does. If they're smart, they won't, because you want the oven untapped. They're thinking about it. They are thinking about it. Okay. decided against it, which I totally agree with. That's the thing, which doesn't bother me none. That'd be kitty cat. Wonder if maybe I could force them to use the oven. Let's try it. Let's see if I can force them to use the oven on the scorpion, which would be awesome if it works. Well, he's a good finisher. Yeah, let's put Cathartic back. Okay, we couldn't bait the sacrifice. It is what it is. All right, so we're gonna hit him with Sprite Dragon, then drop Crackling Drake, and just keep pressuring them until they die, which is all we really can do. So at this point, most of my burn spells are probably gonna go face if I can. So Shock's probably gonna go face. I gotta keep up that pressure. Gotta force them to play to my tempo rather than their own. So that's gonna be the key thing here. I love and I hate that cat so much. I really love and I hate that cat. So it's my turn. Sweet. Oh, they're getting stuck on mana. Let's opt. Actually, yeah, let's do that on top. Draw that. Let's go ahead and cast Cathartic. Pitch those two. Make everything bigger and bigger and bigger. Oh, that's cool. So we are well beyond Ominous Seas now. Like, we are definitely at the point where... Okay. Okay, got the 15th win for the week. Woo! Alright, so now I have a better idea how to play this deck. I am not terrible at Magic. I am just meh. Sphinx of Dupral. Oh, Boot Nipper. That's an interesting card. Okay. I don't like going for the dailies because 25 XP is not worth the amount of time. To me, at least, it's not worth the amount of time it would take to get all that. I don't play really any super hyper competitive decks. Okay. You know, let's see if I can build some jank. I only have 2 mythics? Huh? Oh, I do have a couple emergency powers. Cool. Alright, I'm going to be a bad guy. I am going to be a bad guy. Let's just see. I only have 1 Fire's Invention? Yeah, screw it. We'll run it. Actually, let's... do I go 4 color? The heck with it, right? We're just going to see if we can rip through the deck as fast as possible. What else taps for? Yes. Yep, I can't spell. It's gonna be just some janky ass standard. Because he's a good card and helps ramp. Seems alright. How many lands are there? 24, I want to up that. Well, first, we're not running black, so this is absolutely hot garbage, but it's going to be fun. I hope. Not black. Alright. So 6 triomes and a bunch of this stuff. Ooh. Man, I really can't spell. Alright. Let's remove the fires. How many lands I got? 25. Let's up that. 2. Did it remove all the basics? 4, 8, 11, 19. Yeah. So we need to put some basics in here. There's the plains. Already got the island. Mountains and forests, because they are healthy. Nope, wrong button. Wrong button. Okay. Plenty of green. Oop. This is hot garbage. But hey, probably gonna get my teeth kicked in. Let's try it. Just once, I want to emergency power somebody with Narset on the board. Just once. Just once. So I don't necessarily need the addendum on it, because dropping something for free is sweet and all,